going on, guys? The Ironcane here, back with another Dragon Ball The Breakers Season 3 video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the issue with the Ginyu Force. Now, I feel like the Ginyu Force as a raider has been the most controversial addition to the game for a lot of reasons. Whether you think the raider is hype or not, whether you want it like Broly or Goku Black, etc. That's a whole different topic. I'm specifically going to be talking about the Ginyu Force in a gameplay sense, and whether or not they're fun to go up against. Now, you guys know me. I've been a big defender of the Ginyu Force. I will admit that. I have been arguing very much so about how they're not OP. I still don't think they're OP. I really still stay true by that. I really still believe that. But I will admit, someone brought up to me my attention. I think it was like a group chat with the homies, but they were just talking about like fighting the Ginyu Force and the issues with fighting the Ginyu Force and how it's just not really fun. Now, if you guys don't know how the Ginyu Force works, I imagine most of you do, but I'm just going to go over it briefly. They are an auto-evolved raider. So what does this mean? This means that if you take out Godo, you will get Raccoon. If you take out Raccoon, you will get Jason Birder. And if you take out Jason Birder, you will get Captain Ginyu. So we did initially get our first auto-evolved raider with Grade 8 Vegeta. With Grade 8 Vegeta, you would get the Cyberman. I was going to say SAIYAN. You're going to get the Cyberman as your level 1, Nappa as your level 2, and you would get Vegeta as your level 3 if Nappa and the Cyberman died. But it would stop there. It would stop there. You would not automatically get your level 4. The only way to get your level 4 is if the Power Ball active skill reached 0, and that way you could activate it and you could get your Great Ape transformation. Now, the reason why the auto-evolve isn't as annoying with Vegeta is because he caps out at level 3, meaning that as long as you get enough cubes and Dragon Change power, you could fight back against Vegeta pretty decently. And Vegeta as a raider is pretty frail, so if you catch Vegeta a couple times, especially with a level 4, he's going to be taking a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. I think Vegeta's frailness is the reason why I think I have him a couple pegs lower than a lot of these other raiders that are out right now. The thing with Captain Ginyu is that you are getting a free level 4 almost no matter what happens or no matter what you do in your matches. The only way Captain Ginyu is typically not going to come out in a match is if you get the Super Time Machine extremely fast. Now, we call this key rushing in the community, and key rushing is, I don't know if I want to necessarily call it a strategy. Sometimes it's RNG, sometimes it's luck. Like if you get a gold dragon radar with a key radar, you're just like gonna find all the keys in seconds. There was a time I uploaded a video recently where we found all the keys within a minute and 30 seconds against the Frieza. So if that were to happen against the Ginyu Force would suffer the same way any other raider would, which is why I make the arguments that the Ginyu Force is not OP, because the same strategies that you use against other raiders still affect the Ginyu Force. Now, I will say though, it isn't fun. Like, I feel like they need to chill out with auto-evolved raiders. The next raider that comes out, if it has auto-evolve, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be disappointed just because there is something about these more traditional raiders like Boo, Frieza, and Cell that if you kill them, they are dead. They are dead, and it's it. It's Raps, you wins, it's GG, right? And I understand, like, with the Cyberman, you kill the Cyberman dies in like 2 hits. I get it. The auto-evolve, it makes sense there. And killing the Cyberman does weaken Nappa. The Cole Cyberman active skill is very strong on Nappa, and if you kill the Cyberman, Nappa does suffer quite an amount. The only way he can take advantage of the Cyberman is by planting them, which isn't as useful in like actual battles. Right now, it's useful for camping bodies, putting it by keys, putting it in front of caves, putting it in front of soda machines, all that good stuff. But in actual fights, it's not really that useful. Also, if you kill Nappa, Vegeta, his Power Ball active skill will be longer, and I believe that Vegeta will have a little less health. And for Vegeta, something that is already fairly frail at start, it is a significant debuff. Now, with the Ginyu Force, the buffs that are applied to the Ginyu Force are different based on the members. Now, if Godo lives, Captain Ginyu will have more HP. If Raccoon lives, then Captain Ginyu will deal more melee damage. And if Jason Birder lives, Captain Ginyu will have a very, very strong super attack in the form of Milky Cannon, where Jason Birder will join in on this attack. There will be a tornado, and then Jace will launch a Crusher Ball. Now, there have been clips. I'll actually show a clip that was shown in my Discord, and one of my Discord members actually saying, really? Ginyu Force is an OP? So we're going to go ahead and pull that up really fast. So this clip was sent to me by Trip Cooper in my Discord, so shout out to you, Trip. Appreciate you for sending this clip my way. So we're going to go ahead and watch this. So keep in mind, the team did waste Captain Ginyu's Break Strike in this scenario, right? So the Super Time Machine is basically at like 95, about to be at 95%, right? And Captain Ginyu pops Milky Cannon, and we had three survivors get down. As you can see, this is pretty damning because this Dende actually had his level 3. I think this is a slight misplay on this Dende. He probably should have played back a little more and popped his Dragon Change here. But because he got down, there were no Dragon Changes remaining and only 2 players left up. And that's not enough bodies to stop Captain Ginyu from destroying the Super Time Machine. And you end up losing this game, which is really, really sucky here. Really, really sucky here. Now, of course, other raiders can use their break strikes to get all the survivors off of the Super Time Machine as well. But Captain Ginyu technically has 2 abilities that are like AoE-based attacks. Captain Ginyu has Milky Cannon. But keep in mind, this is with Jason Birder being alive right now. If Jason Birder were not alive, that move would not have been as strong there. But that is just a case in point of Captain Ginyu being really strong. Now, I feel like the reason why Captain Ginyu isn't really that fun to go against, because I feel like one of the best strategies to go up against the Ginyu Force is to key rush. And in my opinion, key rushing isn't fun. It makes the matches end in like 5 minutes. I think the longer games in the Breakers are a lot more fun. Like matches, like the time is 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Now, there are times where the survivors get so lucky and find all the keys within a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, find all the Sis, find all the Dragon Balls, or it's just like the Raider can get their level 3 that fast. So like sometimes the games are so momentum based and they just completely swing in the survivor's favor, just completely swing in the Raider's favor. But I feel like with the Ginyu Force especially, the fact that they can always auto-evolve, they always have like a get a jail free card, does make key rushing so crucial, because if you kill a member, all it means is that you're going to have to be dealing with the next member, a stronger member, momentarily. So it's not always the best idea to kill the Ginyu Force very quickly. Now, the same rules apply to Vegeta, but the thing is, like, if you guys don't know, the strategy is, Strace talked about this on his channel as well, but basically, the rule with auto-evolve raiders is that you want to take them out right before they're going to evolve. So say for the SAIYAN, for example, they've taken out 3 survivors, or if it's Go, they've taken out 3 survivors or 3 civilians, and they're just about to auto-evolve. That's when you want to take them out. That's when you want to take them out, because if they're in their level 1 and they're struggling, don't give them the free evolve, bro. Keep them in their level 1. But also what makes the Ginyu Force frustrating as well is that they have an auto evolve feature. And I don't mean auto evolve in the sense that when you get taken out, you automatically evolve. Auto evolve in the sense that if the Ginyu Force literally just sits, puts the controller down, and does absolutely nothing, they will passively fill their evolution gauge. Now, of course, this can be increased through leveling up the skill, so it's not as strong as it is at base. But, you know, keep it in mind, why does Vegeta not have this and the Ginyu Force does? Now, I guess you can make the argument that the Ginyu Force is technically weaker health pool wise, which is why the Ginyu Force has to auto evolve. But you could make the argument that the actual kit of each member is stronger than a lot of Vegeta's evolutions here. Now, the thing about Vegeta is I think he has a really fantastic kit, but he's incredibly frail, where Jason Birder, like, their super attacks are fantastic, and especially at close range, which is where typically raiders are going to be taking and accumulating most of their damage. Crusher Ball can absolutely shred Dragon Changes at close range, and Purple Comet Crash lasts a long time. You can pop this as a pretty much like a get out of jail free card. You will have invincibility frames throughout the entire move, and it lasts a very long time. and it deals pretty decent damage, and Vegeta has no options like this. His super attacks, he has Finish Breaker, which is, I guess, pretty similar to the Comet, but he has no iframes on the super attack, and Gallic Gun doesn't have any iframes either. So, Jason Burner have iframes, why doesn't Vegeta, right? So, the thing is, like I said before, Vegeta, he will auto-evolve from his level 1 to his level 2 and get his level 3, but it ends there. It ends there. If you get a level 4 has the potential to solo Vegeta with like an ally and whatnot. Well, I guess that's not soloing. Where with Jason Birder, it's pretty difficult to take. I mean, honestly, the best way to take them out is honestly with Ki Blast and like Kamehameha. Kamehamehas. Sorry, I'm sounding like the Fortnite YouTubers. But the thing is, if you kill Jason Birder, Ginyu's going to come out. And typically, most level 4s are going to take a little bit of damage fighting Jason Birder because they're not slouches unless you're going up against, you know, a fairly new raider. So by the time you fight Captain Ginyu, unless you summon level 4 while Ginyu's out, you're going to have a rough time, man. And keep in mind, Ginyu is a level 4, and level 4s are very difficult to take out even with a level 4 transformation. So I just want to promote the question to you guys, whether or not, you know, the Ginyu Force is fun to go up against. Because I feel like with Vegeta, if you're getting your back blown out by Vegeta, I think it's more fun to be killed by the Great Ape, to get stomped on, to get the laser on, to get like grabbed, or like seeing like Vegeta grab the super time machine and destroy it like that. Like, it's really fun and really entertaining to lose to Vegeta, where I feel like arguably it isn't as fun to lose to the Ginyu Force. Now, I feel like they did a fantastic job with the Ginyu Force. I think their moves are very unique. I think they play very unique from one another. They all have really cool attacks, and Goldo, I think for level 1 is really fun as well with his freezing abilities. And I think they did a really good job with the SAIYAN too. I think these auto-evolve raiders are cool, but I do think they need to chill out on them because I think they're getting old. I think they're getting old, man. They literally just gave us one with Vegeta, and now we got a new, stronger one with the Ginyu Force. So if they give us another auto-evolve raider, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not opposed to handling different raiders differently, because I think it does keep the game fresh, because you can't fight the Ginyu Force and 8 Vegeta the same way that you fight Cell, Frieza, and Spopovich. Now, key rushing applies to all of these raiders, but in terms of jumping and fighting them, you don't want to be killing off the lower levels of these raiders unless they're about to auto-evolve. Where with these other raiders, if you can jump them, you might as well do it, right? But yeah, boys, this is kind of like a the issue with the Ginyu Force, and kind of a topic of the issue with auto-evolve raiders. Now, again, if you guys think fighting against the Ginyu Force is fun, let me know in the comments below. I can understand the frustrations, and there is definitely times where I'm fighting the Ginyu Force, I'm like, oh. Again, I don't think they're necessarily OP. If you guys think they're OP, you're free to think that. Personally, I disagree on that topic, but I do think they are one of the less fun raiders to go against. I will admit that, just because I feel like Vegeta feels a little more fair with this auto wall, because Vegeta himself is very easy to take out, where Jason Birder can be, but then once Ginyu is out, typically you have wasted all of your resources to take Jason Birder out, and then by the time Ginyu's out, you have none of your dragon changes, and Ginyu can either just wipe all the survivors or just destroy the super time machine. But yeah, guys, sorry this discussion went a little long. Sorry there was no gameplay, but this topic was brought up to me a couple days ago, and I just figured I'd bring it to your guys' attention and see if you guys agree, disagree, and yeah, that's pretty much the topic here. Let me know in the comments below if you think the Ginyu Force is fun to play, if you think they're fun to go against, if you think they need to tweak the Ginyu Force, which ways would you tweak them? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really open to the discussion here, and we could do a follow-up depending on your guys' comments. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the Ironcane channel for more discussions like these, analysis, updates, showcases, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, peace out.